Hello, comrades, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 3 of Loco Dome, or I could say the third episode of the first bracket. I'm your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. With me, I have two contestants and our technical advisor. I will introduce them in a moment. If you don't know what the hell is going on, this is a game where two people face off with 5 steam locomotives apiece to see who gives the best dome. To see who's the best at Loco Dome. And this match, I hope, is going to be one for the ages. I don't mean to hype it up too much, but we have two very competent players with two very competent lineups, even though one of them I am much more fearful of than the other. But like I've said, I always appreciate themed lineups, so, sometimes you just gotta go for style points. That's half of what this game is about. This is a race to 100 points or 5 locomotives knocked out. If you want the rules, you can check them out on our website. It's meant to be played with trading cards. You can buy those on our website. And without further ado, let me show you the bracket, and let's begin. So this is where we are right now. We are on incidentally, match number 1. We've had 2 matches done so far. I hope you watched those before you saw this. If you didn't, sorry, spoilers, that's who won those previous 2 matches. And this is what the losers bracket looks like. The winner of this game today will square off against Horizon in match number 5. And the loser of this game will square off against either Milky, AJ, or Bryson. That match will be coming tomorrow, AJ and Bryson. So, let's introduce the technical advisor first. Tyler, you're here with us.
Hello.
For probably the whole... This is the latest start we've done, I think. But probably the whole show because you have a time zone advantage.
Yes.
You are somehow still alive after your thermo exam earlier today. But appreciate you being here. We can get your takes on the lineups in a little bit when we have some downtime, when people are fumbling over which stat they should call. But speaking of people, let's introduce them and their lineups. Kaiserin, you are the one at the top of the board. You're contestant number 1. You have the Hogwarts Express.
Yes.
Or GW or Alton Hall, the hall that wishes it was a castle. You have another British locomotive. This is a larger 10-wheeler by the looks of it.
Yes, this is a GWR King class.
Okay, so halls are...
I should say it's a modified King class.
Okay, so it's like a King, but he's trans?
No, he's upgraded.
Slay King. Also, you have Skookum, which we will get to why Skookum is here. That is the reason this match... don't look on the right side of the screen. That is the reason this match is the way it is. Everyone knows Skookum. If you don't know Skookum, you should know Skookum. You have the SAR Class 26, also known as the Red Devil. This was a legendary trading card, and I think our second batch?
I actually have that trading card.
Oh, really? Oh,
I have it with me today.
I have only laid eyes on a couple of them since I put the packs together. I don't have one myself. I don't have any legendary cards. Incidentally.
I have card number 9 of 10.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I have to check which one I have.
I look at people who have got a few packs and, have all the cards and extras, and I wonder which ones are the most valuable to you. And it's certain numbers, ones, 10 out of 10, 40 out of 40, 30 out of 30, that sort of thing. You also have this... I feel like if Cookie is Tyler's baby, this is sort of your baby. You compiled the stat sheet for this, right? The 242A1.
It was me in Northern Isle.
Oh, okay.
We both compiled the stat sheet for this, and it went from having almost no stats to having a lot of stats, so it's here.
This is
242A1.
This is a Chapelon engine, right?
Chapelon.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That engine is to Kaiserin what W9M number 1 is to Bender and what 1392 is to me.
Perhaps. Well, maybe if Kaiserin lived in France.
Oh, true. Maybe with that, for a more accurate thing, you would want SNY 116.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Ghost of Fomer's Past. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
that is the voice of Brian, our contestant A. And speaking of France, you brought the Pechot Bourdon?
Yes,
Pechot
which
Bourdon?
notably won a Royale ages ago.
Yeah, Milky brought this horrendous thing. This is a special locomotive for a variety of reasons. I'm sure we'll get to those. It
I
has
would have
Who's
brought
that?
it has a frightening amount of style points for being what it is.
A block on wheels.
Yeah.
a box. It's a Volvo.
Hey, look, no. Hey, look, it's Skookum again. That's weird. Anyway,
Yeah,
Hey.
I see nothing wrong with this.
hey, look, it's Weyerhaeuser 110. You may be sensing a theme here. They're all articulated. Kaiserin's team name is what? Dark Magic?
No, Unholy Magic.
Unholy
but with a
Magic.
K.
Brian's name is the Albertans Articulateds. So we
I
have
have a better name for it now.
Weyerhaeuser
Brian's
110.
Big Iron.
Okay. Weyerhaeuser 110 and also Weyerhaeuser 110. And also 1309, which this was a trading card as well. So, this is going to be an interesting matchup. I'm going to flip the coin to get us started, so that we don't take 10 minutes to get started like last match.
Tails.
You are Tails, and you got Tails.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's always the person on the left is the heads, the person on the right is the tails. It's too much for me to ask people to select it. But you did get it, so what locomotive would you like to start with?
Oh, this is an interesting one. Because I'm not really thinking that much about what engine I want to use. I'm thinking more about what engine Kaiserin would want to defend with.
Mm-hmm. It's always an interesting...
You know what? Let's go for memes right off the bat. Peugeot Bourdon.
Okay, Peugeot Bourdon. I think all of these are memes, just for the record. I don't think you have a meme-free locomotive. Even 1309. 1309 is very deserving of being a meme. Kaiserin,
Oh, I should have made the Spider-Man pointing meme with the 110s.
also acceptable. Kaiserin, what would you like to respond with?
My smallest locomotive, Skookum.
That's your smallest locomotive.
I thought Alton Hall was smaller.
I guess it
Well,
depends
I
how
mean,
you measure
smaller-
small.
Relatively smaller.
To be honest,
Less
They're
attractive
small,
effort,
small, teeny,
smaller
weeny, weeny.
dimension.
when Brian said I'm going to start with the memes, I thought he was going to pull Skookum,
Yeah.
just for the sake of abject chaos. But no, Brian with the Peugeot Bourdon, 43325. What is your first stat call?
Class.
Number in class.
Oh,
Thank you for keeping
One.
track, Tyler. How many Skookums are there,
One.
no. They
Brian?
broke the mold.
Yeah, that's weird. I thought there were two. 280.
280 gets the point. No, there are two in this competition. There are not two in real life.
No, I thought it was like a class of
No,
two, or
they-
am I getting it mixed up with Hercules?
You're getting it mixed up. They ordered a second smaller one after Skookum
Oh,
because
that's what
Skookum
it
was
was.
actually too large.
Yeah, there were a pair of 2442s, but they were not identical. Anyway, what is your second stat call, Brian?
Number built.
Number built
Oh no.
One.
and 200.
280.
Yeah, a friggin' gazillion of them. Third stat call. Done with the cheese. Move on.
Are you sure we're done with the cheese?
No.
Because I'm gonna do a funny here.
Oh god.
Builder.
Baldwin.
When?
Okay. We have a tie on the third stat call. Brian, I don't know why you would do this. Kaiserin, would you like to switch locomotives to attempt to break the tie?
Hell no.
Brian, you must switch locomotives.
Alright then, let's go with 110 number 2.
110, number 2. Okay. If you said Skookum, I was going to come to your house. Alright.
I'm gonna scream.
Anyway, what is the builder of 110, number 2? Okay, well, Kaiserin is the winner of this. I'm going to have to put -1 here for my sanity. Kaiserin, you are now calling with Skookum against 110/2. What is your stat call?
2 is Which one?
It's the black and
It's
white
the one with the
photo.
black and white photo.
Or the black and white photo? Okay. I'm gonna go with. Let's go with driver wheelbase.
Driver wheelbase.
Driver wheelbase. Do we
Which
divide
would be-
do we divide by 2?
Yes, divide by half for both of you. Unless your card says rigid wheel, unless the card says rigid wheelbase. If it says driver wheelbase, divide by 2, please.
I'm going off of stat sheets only. I don't
Okay.
have the trading cards necessary.
Okay, well, yeah, cut yours in half and tell me what it is.
8.
Kaiser.
5.335.
5.335. That is 1 to 2. That's the earliest point from the person who lost the coin toss, I think. Alright, Kaiserin, second stat call.
Hmm.
You guys write down those cut in half numbers for when they come up again, please. This is
I was writing it down.
appreciate it.
Let's go with tubes.
Tubes.
Tubes. 124 2-inch.
Oh man, you beat me. I think 186 at 2 1/4.
Yeah, the 2-inch tubes win it. So 3 to 1. Brian, you're now calling. What is your next stat call?
I'm not going to be a cheeky bugger and look over at Skookum's stat page to find this out. Instead, I'm just going to take the risk. Flues.
Super soaker.
Oh, thank goodness it was what I thought it was. 18 at 5.375.
Alright. Oops, I gave the point to the wrong person. The Super Soaker does not win. Brian wins 4 to 1. Brian, next stat call.
Let's see here. Boiler pressure.
200.
Uh-oh. 200.
200. We have another tie. Kaiserin, would you like to switch to another locomotive to attempt to break the tie?
Yes, I would.
What locomotive might that be?
242A1.
I am so surprised. What is the boiler pressure of the 242A1?
290.
Oh.
And the gloves come off.
Alright, it is now 2 to 4. Kaiserin, you're calling with the 242A1 against Weyerhaeuser 110, number 2. What is your stat call?
We gonna go with year built.
Oh, God.
It's good, but it's going to lose. 1936.
That's not good compared to this. 1946.
1946 isn't even that impressive, is the problem. It's late, but it's not like... I thought it was going to be in the 50s. Alright, 3 to 4. Kaiserin, you won that one. Next stat call.
Driver diameter.
Driver diameter.
44.
67.8.
67.8. It's 4 to 4. Kaiserin's tied it up very quickly. Next stat call.
Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
234.09.
234, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure I heard you right. 378.34.
378. 5 to 4. Kaiserin?
That looks like a big no. Or actually, look at this firebox area.
128.
336.
336. You'd think these Malays would have more in the firebox department, but they don't. 6 to 4. Kaiserin.
It was firebox area, correct?
It was firebox area, yes.
We're gonna go with same as above, but sub firebox area for grade area.
Oh no.
3208.
3208.
No, 30,208.
Oh, okay, that sounds more like it. 128,896.
Good
Yeah, I didn't
lord.
realize until after I said it how weird that sounded.
Yeah, you know what? You're not the only person to do it like that, and people need to stop doing it like that because it's confusing everybody. Yeah, you need to say the word thousand. But I just
Yeah,
want to
that's my
say
bad.
that this thing's going to have some effing broken power stats, and I'm hoping that Kaiserin at some point goes up against Fort for reasons that cannot be disclosed at current time.
Fort
I think I know what they are.
stupid high pressure locomotive, doesn't he?
I can neither confirm nor deny. Uh,
He does.
Kaiserin,
Where have we been in this situation before?
Kaiserin,
Okay, let's go with same as above plus superheater percentage.
6183.
6183.
Yes.
is that 60 comma 183?
Yes.
Stop doing that. 60,183. Kaiserin.
No. No. That's not what I said.
What?
I said 6183.
61
6,183.
for same as above plus superheater percentage?
Yes, that's what it says.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I
Kaiserin?
thought I lost for a minute there. 20,650.
20,000. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Why
Okay.
you got
This is-
confused? Because like there's sometimes a comma after the thousands digit. So I thought that's what you were saying.
I get confused because of the previous thing. No, Kaiserin wins. Go on.
Let's go with.
It's not good that I'm getting flabbergasted 15 minutes in, but, you know, that's what I expected out of this one.
Leave no survivors.
Leave no
let's
survivors.
go with, this one might kill me. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with. Let's go with flu tube length. Wait, no, not flu tube length. Gray area.
Great area. Okay. She settled on something.
26.20.
53.83.
Okay. 9-4. Kaiserin.
I was thinking I still would have lost the tube stat. More but bigger.
Morbin time.
Let's go with power L1.
L1.
4,730.
26,985.
Good God.
Ow.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I'm just not expecting the malaise to be underpowered, and I'm expecting those numbers to be bigger, and they're not. Alright, Kaiserin, you're up 10-4. What is your next call?
I'm running out of stuff to call. What's this thing?
I don't know
No,
about
I can't.
that.
Let's see here. Tender fuel capacity.
Oh no.
Tender fuel capacity.
That's a good
Oh
point.
wait. I'm oil.
Okay.
Never mind.
Well, no, it counts as him not having the stat. You're coal, right, Kaiserin?
Yes.
Okay, Brian, do you have a coal-fired locomotive?
I have at least 3.
Alright, switch to one of them.
Fighting chance 1309.
1309, what is the coal bunker capacity of 1309?
16.
Kaiserin?
You beat me. This is the only this is one of the only European sized things this locomotive has. 12.1 ton.
Well, they had to fit him on turntables somewhere, presumably. Alright, well, Brian, you won that one. It is 5-10. There's 15 total points on the board. What is your next call? Or what is your call now that the ball's back in your court?
Alright, let me just go over what hasn't been called so far.
Alright, while you take a look, Tyler, do you have any 2 cents on these lineups? It doesn't need to be particularly sensical.
I'm
I just want your feelings.
Not sure how I feel about the twins.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Which twins?
That's That's also a good point.
That you both. Like, this is the first time where we're really having to deal with that situation on the front of Skookum. And then, Brian, I feel like having two of basically the same locomotive is a bit of a waste, except for if you're assuming that Kaiserin's just going to KO
Well, one
half of your thing.
one can one can sacrifice for the other.
Now,
It's-
Mr. President.
yeah, exactly. All right, Brian, what's your stat call?
My stat call is tender water capacity.
Tender water capacity. That was a long time to get to tender water capacity.
I was letting you guys talk.
That's fair. Appreciate it. Kaiserin, tender water capacity.
8,976.
12,000.
Okay, 12,000. 6 to 10.
Tractive effort.
Ooh, this is the one this is how this locomotive has been handicapped, by the way.
This is the broken one.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh no.
43,837.
That still sounds somewhat reasonable, but I have 70,773.
Yeah, for what it's worth, the unhandicapped would have lost anyway. It would have been closer, though. 7 to 10.
Yeah, but see, before we take off, I would just like to explain for Brian. SteamLocomotive.com calculated the tractive effort off the. You already know this at this point, but off the high pressure cylinder, and not how you're supposed to do it.
Oh, so you didn't calculate it like mine.
Yeah, they didn't calculate it like yours.
Basically.
I
They did it
wonder. I
wrong.
wonder if they realized when they did that calculation that this was a compound, considering they had so few stats for it. Anyway,
Speaking of which, low pressure cylinders.
interesting call.
Actually, it makes sense.
26.77 by 29.92, and I have two of them.
35 by 32, also 2.
Holy Moses! Well, they are low pressure cylinders. 8 to 10.
High pressure cylinders.
Oh God.
Okay, you know you won this one. 23.62 by 28.35, and I have one of them.
One?
Yes, one.
That explains a lot.
22 by 32.
And you have two of
To
them.
explain
Yeah.
why the
Yes.
track.
I would have
The
had to calculate that if there were 2 on Kaiserin's engine, but there's 1?
Yes, the actual tractive effort of this locomotive is somewhere around 66,000 pounds.
Yeah, because it's
Wow.
not gimping along with a single cylinder. All right, Brian, your stat call.
Alright, let's, just give... Oh, right, flue tube length.
17.62.
23.
23. It is 10 to 10. There are 20
Bubble
points
loss.
on the board. We have markers for the first time this game. Brian.
Okay, I'm not sure if this is a risk or not, but let's go with it anyways. Superheating surface.
Kaiser.
1,294.
Uh-oh. 975.
How? 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 All right, sure. The French are...
The
Nobody
earlier
copies the...
classes the CNO had bigger superheaters. I don't get this.
Nobody copies the French. All right, that's a point for Kaiserin. It's 11 to 10. You're up, Kaiserin. What's your stat call?
Oh, I hope this works. No, not with this one. This one's got to be real low. Well, let's go with it anyway. Loco base ID.
Loco base ID, huh? Brian.
Swap.
Interesting.
Swap.
Oh, swap. You want to block? Okay.
Or block, yeah.
All right. There's a block. What are you blocking with?
French.
The French. Okay. The French.
Oh my
What
God.
is the loco base ID of the French?
I'm pretty sure this isn't even my best. 4953.
4953 against
1063.
Damn it.
1063. Wow, that is pretty good. All right.
I'm
It's
pretty sure even my best isn't even that low.
yeah. That's almost a 3-digit. 12 to 10. Kaiserin.
Oh, let's see what's left.
Well, unfortunately,
this is the French, right? The French thing.
yeah, the Peugeot Bourdon, the little double fairly. Unfortunately, I feel like all of the weight stats just went out the window.
Evaporative heating surface.
There's one.
290. I don't know what's point 290.
2720. 2,720.
All right, so it's like 10 times
So he
as
went
much.
from Pacific to Okinawa.
13 to 10. Kaiserin.
Combined heating surface.
290.
Oh, I see we have a miniature soaker here. You'll never guess what this is,
Oh,
and
no.
it's going to be hilarious. 4014.
Oh no, not
4014.
4014. Hey Tyler.
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna ask. When are we getting the Peugeot Bourdon in Century of Steam?
No.
Okay, please
No.
actually do that, please.
It's
No.
the wrong gauge,
No.
unfortunately, but that's fine. Just let it
If
sit.
there was a 3-foot thing like this, make it.
Let it sit between the rails. All right, 14 Kaiserin to 10 Brian. Kaiserin, it's your call.
You didn't mark combined heating surface, by the way.
Oops.
It did not go through.
It actually
you,
was.
computer.
It was marked on my end. I don't know. Kaiserin's telegraph is messing up.
I hope this works. Robert Lemessina's power computation.
Do.
You're gonna win.
I bet. Brian.
880.
15,616.
You know, I
Yeah,
would love
rip.
to. I would love to do a bit of reverse engineering and see on the great area of the Peugeot Bourdon, what boiler pressure would you need to get up to the 242A1's Robert Lemessina's power computation? It would probably be like 800. Anyway, Kaiserin, 15 to 10.
Power MT.
Power MT. Brian?
1401. 1401.
0.72.
1504.35.
Those
1504?
are alarmingly close. Those are
And they're both
alarmingly.
Pacifics.
That is a really good power MT for this small boy.
Now we need a locomotive versus between 1401 and 1504.
Oh, well, maybe it'll
we
come.
I like to use my marker.
All right, what for?
KO.
Oh God. Okay,
Oh my god.
here we go. The KO begins. What is something that you have that the little Frenchie doesn't?
I would assume a feed water heater.
Yeah.
If I water heater to be specific.
Okay. Brian, what is something you have that the big Frenchie doesn't?
Arc arresters.
Yeah, you get 2 little balloon stacks. Kaiserin,
Thermic siphons.
thermic siphons. Brian,
The cupola thing on top of my cab.
sure.
Although I'm pretty sure that's just for the dome.
It's I don't know. It's a style. I'll give it
It's
to
a
you.
hat.
It's a hat.
It's
What Tyler?
I feel like that counts as like a Claire story on a coach.
That's you know what?
I like casing.
I'm putting it. Clara story. Kaiserin.
Mechanical stoker.
Okay.
We're gonna have a chapel service in this locomotive.
I
remember
I
this
can't
being-
type. I can't type. I couldn't get my fingers in the right position. It says Macabogak. All right, Brian.
What? Quick question, because I remember this was debatable. Do I still get a twin firebox door point?
Do you have 2 firebox doors?
If I remember correctly,
He does.
yes. I'm gonna
Okay,
have to
then
grab a
yes.
picture, though.
Are you calling that?
Yes.
Because that applies here and also to camelbacks. Anyway, Kaiserin.
Here's something I know you don't have. Triple kill chap.
Oh God.
Of course you have free Kyle chaps.
I'm gonna
The-
Give this thing a
triple-
lemon core and we all die.
it becomes I mean, it's already a good dude, I think. Brian?
Uh, trying to remember things.
I remember some things. I remember some terrible things about this.
Smokebox dart.
Okay. Darts. Kaiserin?
Plural.
I have a digital model.
Oh. Okay. Brian?
I don't know if I have a digital model. Like, Tyler, could you double check that?
Here.
If this thing has a digital model, I swear to God.
Visual. Hold on, locomotive. Let's see if I can find a digital model.
It'd be something you'd have to call, same, Brian, so you might as well get to your frantic Googling and help Tyler out.
Yeah.
Or in the meantime, you could say another thing.
Well, no, because I would appreciate if people call same right on the moment, as opposed to trying to come back to it later and me having to write the same thing twice. I've problems trying to write things once, for that matter. But either, Brian, you take the same if you can find it, or you put something else down and give up on the same. But you've only got a few seconds left.
Okay, I don't have a digital model. The fire hose.
Fire hose.
Or the hose.
Is that for
Yeah.
sucking in water or putting out water?
I can't remember. I just know it has the hose.
Okay.
I believe it is for
Hose
sucking
mad.
in.
Okay, so it's a sucking hose. Kaiserin.
242A1 has something that is not commonly seen. 242A1 has a power-assisted screw reverser.
Power, screw, reverse. Alright. Brian?
What the hell? Is that actually what I think it is there? Or...
Oh no.
Tyler,
What
I'm
could
gonna
it
need
be?
you to verify something for me real quick.
Okay.
There's a thing on this engine, the specific one I'm bringing. There's a thing next to one of the cab windows. What is that?
I see it. I see it.
Oh my god.
It looks like
Oh,
Is
a.
that a klaxon?
God.
It looks
I
like
think
a.
it's a
It looks like a Bender's favorite point. Do you want to call it?
It's an air horn.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna call it a
it's-
klaxon because I don't think it's an air horn.
I'm calling it an air horn. Kaiserin.
It's a klaxon.
Coupe vent style cab.
What does that mean?
Look at the cab. You see how it's got that knife edge look on the front?
Okay, a streamlined cab.
Oh.
It looks like
It's
Mallard's cab, kinda.
specific- That specific cab style is called coupe vent.
Okay, neat. I never knew that. I'm going to forget it tomorrow, but it's a cool point. I give it to you.
Oh
Brian?
my god.
Can I get points for having more visibility?
Yes.
Is that really a Peugeot board? Oh my god, it is.
No, it's two stains put together.
Oh my God.
Why?
All right. Anyway, that doesn't count, by the way.
I know.
Kaiserin?
Okay, let's look at my list. White walls.
Yeah, like
I don't think you win the paint point overall.
Well, I wasn't calling the paint point. I was calling the white walls point.
I know, but white walls are sort of a subset of paint point.
I'm pretty sure
Well,
this
I mean,
had
you
white
do
walls.
have white
at some point, 'cause
walls
I'm
on
seeing pictures
all
of
my-
ones with white walls.
Well, that doesn't help you, Brian, but I'm saying that I can't give you white walls because, on balance, I can't give you a paint point, and that is a paint adjacent point. So, pick something else.
Can I skip something else?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a real model,
Real model. That's a good one.
both
Right.
in HO and O scale.
I don't want to know how much that will set me back.
Too much.
The thing is, I can actually say same
Can you?
because I do have them. A few, from what I'm seeing.
Is it a mass-produced model, or is it a kit bash?
I'm I'm seeing one that definitely looks like it's mass produced.
Okay.
This one right here. I've seen like half a dozen of these in photos.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that looks
Plus,
legit-ish. And that's got the dopey stacks on it. For crying out loud. All right, Kaiserin.
Buffers. And
Buffers.
before you say anything about the buffer and the coupling, I have more buffers.
You do have more buffers. You have arguably better buffers. Brian.
oh, buffers? Question mark. Okay. Live Steam model.
Live Steam. Okay.
Arguably, if any of these are running, they're basically just a good live Steam model.
I'm
That's
pretty sure one of them is.
they're right on the line. Kaiserin.
Roller bearings.
Roller freight. Brian.
This was built in World War One. I have more preserved than you do.
That's not a question. Is this one is 242A1 preserved?
No.
Okay. Well,
We wish.
this one's preserved.
325 is.
Yep. Hence the photograph. Your turn, Kaiserin.
This one will make the people happy for maintenance. All the valve gear is outside.
Is some of the valve gear not outside on? Oh, well, whatever. Okay.
Or like the return crank and everything for the high pressure cylinder is on the outside.
Okay. Well, I'll give you outside valve gear. Brian.
And I'll say same.
Yeah, you'll say same. Kaiserin.
Let's see. Look at my list. Smoke deflectors.
Yep. Brian.
Served on multiple continents.
Okay. Intercontinental.
Notably, one of these things was exported to Japan.
Well, wait. Did this one?
Shush.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, let me just read up on this. Oh yeah, it was, yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Kaiserin.
Okay, so let's go with the embossed SNCF plate that's on the front end. Let me get a better picture of it. There's an embossed SNCF plate that goes on the very front of this locomotive.
Okay.
It's in pretty much every picture of this locomotive.
Brian.
Confirm.
Hang on, I'm looking, man, I have questions. Does this thing have dual controls?
That's a good question. I do not know.
That is good.
I don't
question.
actually think so.
No, it doesn't.
It
It,
does not.
doesn't.
Okay,
All
never
right.
mind.
Well, gotta pick something.
Actually, it has dual throttles.
Dual throttles is a little. I mean,
Because it's. Let me get you this photo. It's really weird. You've got the Johnson bar in the middle, and then you've got a throttle on one end of the dome and a front on the other end.
all right. Well, Brian, you gotta pick something. You're out of time.
A dual throttle?
Okay. Dual throttle.
It is the weirdest thing.
My spelling goes to pot during these. Kaiserin.
Can I say same? Because I do in fact have two throttles.
You can say same. Why do you have two throttle? Oh, never mind. I know why.
I don't-
All right. Brian.
They all had them as built, even though it doesn't have it right now. But the dual toolboxes.
Okay.
I just realized it's the same photo I posted earlier. Whoops.
Toolboxes. Kaiserin.
Let's see. I have an Alco Pilot.
What?
Alco Pilot. What is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
A truck.
Oh.
The pilot truck is Alco design.
Okay, I suppose.
It's unusual for French locomotives.
It's unusual for French locomotives, but like, it just being an Alco design does not make it inherently superior.
Unusual.
Well,
Like,
it was in
a good
fact
portion
it
of the
was considered
141Rs were made
superior
by
to
Alco.
the French design, or Chapelon wouldn't have used it.
Well, that's assuming a lot. But I'm inclined to give it, at least in terms of recompense for comparative things. That's not setting a precedent. Brian.
Again, with the doesn't have it right now, but was built with it. The rudders,
The rudders?
the things, the flat things between the cab and the dome.
Oh God.
What were those for?
I can't remember. Maybe it was like some sort of shielding.
Okay.
I don't know what they're for. They're just
Well,
there.
it's not in this photo, so I'm not giving it to you.
What? It's oh.
You don't get the cumulative points of everything this locomotive has ever looked like. It looks like this. I gave you the
Okay.
toolbox point because toolboxes are a normal thing. But you got to pick something.
What about the little bar that hangs off like my buffer beam? Would that count as like almost like a step? Because I'm pretty sure that would be used as like a step, so it's almost like a switching pile.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I think so.
That's more of a.
I don't see
I'm trying
what
to
else
think
it
of
would
the
be used
technical
for.
term. It's a derailment bar.
It's for doughboys to ride on.
Oh, that's the re-railer thing. I was wondering.
It's not a rerailer piece particularly.
Yeah, but like
it's more
people
to
would
protect
grab onto
the
that and
lower
lift the engine,
infra-
right?
If the locomotive derails, that thing's supposed to be there. It's almost like a crumple zone.
It's like
essentially.
it's the locomotive
Oh, I thought it
equivalent.
was a handle so that like a bunch of people could go to the front and lift it up.
You
No,
could probably use it as a handle, but
Quite possibly. Kaiserin.
Let's go with head and throttle.
Okay.
yeah, you do have that.
Head Ned throttle. Brian.
All right, I'm just gonna tap out here.
Okay. Well, there it is. There goes the Pourchot Bourdon. So sad. So
Oh.
sad to see it go.
Kaiser didn't
26.
even get to
Are you
say the
really?
funny story.
No, I'm not actually. There goes that. Congratulations, Kaiser is the winner of this one, this knockout sequence, and as a result, play now flops. Brian, you are now calling. What locomotive would you like to call with?
I am gonna go with Skook.
Skook. Perfect. Kaiserin?
Do not go with Skook.
Oh, I got to switch too.
You do have to switch as well.
Yes.
I think I'll go with Alton Hall.
Alton Hall. Back to the Hogwarts Express. Or to the Hogwarts Express. We haven't been on it before. It is 10 to 16. Brian, you're calling. Go ahead.
Please let this be a normal
Builder.
field trip.
Builder.
Swindon.
Swindon, you said?
Yes, Swindon.
Mine kind of rhymes with it. Baldwin.
All right, 11 to 16. Brian.
Yeah, Baldwin gets it.
That's. Yeah, I'm not gonna take that risk. Let's see. Oh, that's an interesting one. Minimum weight of rail.
Minimum rate of rail.
72.
73?
She said 72.
No, I said 72.
72. Okay, doesn't matter anyways. 54.
54. 12 to 16. Brian.
Active effort?
26,536.
Oh shit. 24,600.
That was close. And Alton Hall takes it. 17 to 12. Kaiserin.
Oh, Okay. Year built
1909.
1948.
1948. That's later than. Wow, okay. 18 to
Wow.
12. Kaiserin.
Number built
1.
71.
71. 19 to 12. Kaiserin.
Number in class
1.
71.
20 to 12. Kaiserin.
To attack each other with this exact same thing.
Let's go. Let's go with boiler pressure
200.
225.
225.
That's why I didn't call that.
21 to 12. Kaiserin.
Driver diameter
48.
74.
74. 22 to 12. Kaiserin.
Go with firebox area
106.
154.9.
154. Kaiserin.
Grade area.
28.3.
Oh, you beat me. You beat me by this close. 27.07.
27.07. It's now Brian. 13 to 23. You're up, Brian.
Alright, evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
186.
435.26.
435. That could mean some things for the future. All right, 14 to 23. Brian.
Rigid wheelbase.
14.75.
Hang on, gotta
It's
do some
5
math
point
here.
whatever. Kaiserin, you have this number written down.
5.235, yeah.
Providing each other with stats. How perfect. 15 to 23. Brian.
Oh, that stat is broken.
Oh, great. We love to see that. I think I know which stat it is, and it's broken, but it's broken in a way that I'm leaving it alone. Like, the way that Steam
Yeah.
Locomotive does it, I take issue with, but I can't come up with a better way.
Underwater capacity.
That's not the one.
4,800 gallons.
4,000 and
What?
change. Brian?
4,000 even.
Oh, 4,000 and change wins it. 24 to 15. The
Way to
script
beat
doesn't...
those guys, Great Western.
Yeah, these are... Why are these two evenly matched? That's not right. 24 to 15, Kaiserin.
Let's go with
39
Let's see
total
what-
points.
um,
Somebody either had
let's
their
see.
phone too close to their mic or farted.
no. Somebody keeps texting me,
All right,
and I'm using my phone as a mic,
understandable.
and the sound is my phone vibrating on my desk.
That's... And I blame the dog usually. What's your stat?
Let's go with how bad is that? Factor of adhesion.
Oh no.
Oh no. 5.28.
4.85, which isn't good, but it's better than that.
4.85 wins by some miracle. 40 points on the board. More markers are available. 25 to 15. Kaiserin, go.
Tubes.
186 at 2 1/4.
145 at 2.
2-inch wins. 26-15. Kaiserin.
Blues.
I'm calling another block.
With
1309.
1309 is back on the board. What are the flues of 1309?
I might have made a mistake here. 36 at 5.5.
You have made a mistake, Brian. I have 21 at 5.125.
5.125. 27.
Even if I had switched to one of the 110s, I would have lost.
Oh boy.
Now,
Well, at least you got some
question
flues.
is-
What's up, Brian? What's up, Tyler?
I am sensing a disturbance in the force.
What might that be? All right. Kaiserin, what is your play?
What do you think I am, Tyler? I can't knock that out. Actually, let me look at the picture of it real quick. I might can.
I don't know.
Use that call quick.
Even Hogwarts Castle might have a problem against 1309, but you got to do something.
I can't knock that out. Let's go with what's something I hadn't called yet. I can call the weight stats now. Let's go with weight on drivers.
Oh no.
Hang on. Weight on drivers. 366,700.
128,800.
28 to 15. Kaiserin, carry on.
Engine weight.
434,900.
169,790.
Nice.
44 points total. 29-15. Kaiserin.
Hinder loaded weight.
208,200.
105,592.
I'm surprised it's 6 digits. Kaiserin.
Total engine and tender weight.
643,100.
275,384.
Well, that explains why WMSR bought 1309 in the first place. Kaiserin.
Let's go with engine wheelbase.
48.83.
27.25.
All right. 32.
Overall wheelbase.
88.56.
53.54.
33 to 15.
Oh, let's see here.
What to do?
What to do? Do I have that? Axle loading.
62,600.
43,120.
Amazing you both had axle loading. Don't need to add one to the collection, Tyler, today.
Yeah, finally.
Kaiserin.
Trading card.
Let's go with No, I can't mess with the power stats because it's a big old locomotive.
I mean the double chooch. It's pretty, yeah.
Let's go with wheelbase ratio.
Wheelbase ratio.
Hang on. Ratio drive. Yeah, that's overall. 0.41.
0.54.
35 to 15. The gap is at 20 points. Kaiserin.
And I'd like to use my marker
4.
to switch to the SAR Class 26.
Alright, swapping to the SAR Class 26, aka the Red Devil. This is an even number of markers. This is the 4th marker used, therefore we will reset the board. We have 24 stats called. I'll mark that down
9.
and clear the board. Kaiserin, you are now calling.
I'm now calling.
Mm-hmm.
Did it switch to Brian?
No, you are still calling, I should say.
Year.
I want to know what's bad is this would have won had been had it been in the thing earlier. 1949.
1981.
81. Yeah, there's the. I mean, all of this has been very typical Kaiserin, if you know how she plays. But Red Devil is not French, but it's definitely very familiar. Kaiserin.
Great. I like this thing.
36 to 15.
With tender fuel capacity.
Tender fuel capacity 16.
22 tons.
22 tons.
Oh right, that thing has like the South African equivalent of a centipede tender, except it isn't a centipede. It's just big.
It's the coast to coast, but it's the coast of Africa. Kaiserin.
Minimum weight of rail.
Oh.
102.
70.
70. 38 to 15.
Boiler pressure.
Boiler pressure 210.
229.20.
229. Still, I'm not as impressed as I could be by that, but, it's Cape Cage. What are you going to
Yeah.
do? 39
I
to
would like to-
15.
I would like to take a moment to initiate the people who believe narrow gauge cannot get above 40 miles an hour. This thing is narrow gauge.
This thing is narrow gauge. Well, what is the people who say narrow gauge can't get above 40 miles an hour? First of all, the
Have you never
WWF
seen the
takes issue.
C62?
Yeah, C62 can do 80.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is the speed record? Which is something that will probably come up again and has already come up once. Anyway, Kaiserin, 39 to 15. What is your stat call?
Go with let's see here if I can find anything good. Actually, I could probably get away with weight stats again. Let's go with axle loading.
62,600.
43,233.
40 to 15. Kaiserin has this game figured out.
Weight on drivers.
366,700.
167,551.
All right.
That was weight on
Engine-
drivers, correct?
That was...
Yes, that was weight on drivers.
All right. Next up.
Engine weight.
434,900.
271,168.
42 to 15. Kaiserin.
Tender loaded weight.
208,200.
200 and what now?
8,200.
You beat me. 249,122.
Oh, dear me. The tender. The tender does the Red Devil in, and suddenly momentum has shifted. Brian, 16 to 42. You have a long way to go to catch up, but Godspeed, my friend. What is your stat call?
I am hoping I remembered this correctly. Tubes.
158 at 2.52 inches.
Even if I remembered it incorrectly, it wouldn't have mattered. 241 at 2.25.
2.25. 17 to 42. Brian.
Yeah, but when do
Blue
you see
tube length.
blue tube length?
Yes.
19.
23.
23. More markers on the board. Brian.
Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
211.44.
342.78.
342. 19 to 42. Brian.
That was...
That was evaporative. That was heating surface over cylinder volume. I got it.
Okay, good. Sorry, sending a message off to Mark.
Uh-oh.
Things.
Secret documents.
Evaporative heating surface.
It is involving documents.
3,104.
4825.
4825. You guys are going to be dropping classified documents about the C-16s on the War Thunder forums.
Yes.
All right, Brian. 20 to 42.
Combined heating surface.
4,118.
5800.
5800. 21. Brian.
Superheating surface.
Superheating surface. Let's see here. 1014.
Oh crap, I meant to say mistake again. 975.
And it's back. 43 to 21. Kaiserin.
Why did I do that?
Go for the jugular.
Go
Do
for the
it.
jugular, he says.
Do it now.
Tyler is just the devil on the shoulder, except he has like a freaking crossbow and just like kill. I said shrink. I want to kill.
Let's take it to KO. I want to try
Okay.
and KO.
I'm tempting the devil.
The red devil is here. KO sequence begins. All right.
Which one of us? Or I start, right?
Yeah, you start first. I was giving room for Brian to sacrifice if he wanted to, but KO. Starting with Kaiserin, what is something you have that the Western Maryland locomotive doesn't?
Dual Limpor.
Dual Lempor. Brian.
Lighted number boards.
Lighted boards. Kaiserin.
Feed water heater.
Brian.
Hang on, I gotta check if I have one. Because I don't remember.
Let's find out.
Okay, no I don't.
You don't?
Yeah,
That's surprising.
it's shocking me. More air compressing.
Air compressing. Yep, that's fine. Kaiserin.
Advanced port of water treatment.
Yes.
Sure. Port of water treatment. Brian.
Sort of switcher pilot.
Yeah, I would say you have the superior pilot overall. Kaiserin.
It has a name.
It does have a name.
It's LD Porta.
It's also Red Devil. Well,
No,
Yeah,
that's
it
the
has
official
multiple
name
names.
versus nickname. Brian.
Air ringer.
Air
Oh, wait,
Ringer.
like Bell in general. I'm pretty sure you don't have Bell.
Well, you called Air Ringer. I'll let that one go. Kaiserin.
Let's go with the gas producer combustion system in the firebox.
All right, it
Yes.
has gas.
It has GPCS. We like that. It's better than GPS.
Brian.
Gas producer combustion chamber or combustion chamber in general.
It's
It's a different thing than a. It's better.
it's the superior
Okay,
Boston chamber.
It's I'm you but better.
Alright then. Didn't call it compound.
That's true.
Yeah.
Compound. Kaiserin.
The red paint.
Red. Yeah, I mean, the Western Maryland logo is pretty nice, but I'm definitely going to give you the paint point. Brian.
Alright, before I need to figure this out. Is having the special Baldwin Westinghouse / Baldwin Lyon Hamilton builder's plate considered a point?
No.
I don't want to give that. Yeah.
Oh right, very last Baldwin domestic engine.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Correction, not the very last Baldwin domestic. It's the very last Baldwin domestic steam locomotive for like a
Yeah,
class.
that's what I meant.
Yeah, it is
You get
what it
it.
is. I'll give it.
Baldwin did not end on this
Last of the
sad
Giants.
Well,
not
Baldwin
JPP.
did not end on this. Well, it depends who you ask. All right, Kaiserin.
Let's go.
Let's go with the nickname, because if you look at your card, it's got two different things: one for the nickname and one for the name.
Those are two separate style points. Brian.
I've got more handrails on the front. I'm safer.
I would, yeah. I'll give you the general safety point, even though the red locomotive is pretty. You know, that helps.
Motorists won't hit this thing.
That
Yeah.
counts as a pain
Oh, you-
point,
that's
though,
what you
but
think.
Not the safety.
Kaiserin.
Smokebox dart.
Dart. Yep. Brian?
I have markers, you don't.
Markers. That's fair. Kaiserin?
Let's see. Smoke deflectors.
Yep. Deflectors. Brian?
Polling pockets.
Polling pockets. Kaiserin?
Knuckle coupler.
Same.
Fair enough. There we go. Knuckle and same.
Let's see here. Power reverse.
Same.
Same.
Roller bearings all around.
Oh,
I would
do I?
due to the age, I would assume same, but I'm not sure.
I have no
No.
idea.
No, the answer is no.
It has. You can tell it's got friction bearing journal covers on the
Why
tender.
would
Oh, I
Baldwin
see it,
do
yep.
this?
Because they're just copying their homework from 20 years beforehand.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
right.
Which is
this is
actually
the
copying their
USRA.
homework from the fucking USRA.
and more importantly, it's a tender. 1940s overkill. You know, it's not a propaganda engine. The point is, I don't blame them for sticking friction bearings on it, but they are still worse. Brian,
Mhm.
Hang on, let me just see here.
you better see quick. You're gonna lose your largest and smallest
Wasn't there
engine.
like style points for all the piping?
I think you guys have an equivalent amount of piping, and otherwise,
Oh,
I mean, you
right.
have neat pipes for your front cylinders, but just having exposed piping, I don't think is deserving of style point, even if I think it looks kind of cool. But you are almost out of time.
Okay, more sand.
Okay. More sand, I think, is definitely viable. Kaiserin,
I got a backup light.
backup light. Brian.
I'm gonna have to verify whether or not I'm same on that.
All right. Well, you've got 60 seconds to do so, or call something else.
Are we counting it with the tender it has in the picture, or the tender it
As it
originally
is currently.
Yeah. I mean, for the
Is
sake of
based on your photo.
Yeah, for the sake of the style points, I mean, sometimes you die by the stat sheet, but for the sake of the style points, we're looking at what it has in the photo right here.
I need a better picture of this thing's tender, but it looks like it does have one from one picture, but I can't tell because it's so far away. Can I get a good picture?
Well, it has been pretty heavily photographed lately. I would hope that there's a good picture.
All the people flooding in from 2017.
There's like
from
a picture of it
2018.
going around Helmsayer's curve that's in like 240p.
And Tyler, can you do you know if it does or doesn't?
What, me?
Yeah, I'm asking.
I believe it does. Let me do just the tiniest bit of.
All right.
Everything, it's always obscured, and the only pictures that show the back of the tender are when it was at Sino Railroad Museum, where I presume it was taken off.
Well,
Yes, it does.
okay.
Okay, good.
I see the number boards. It has a thingy.
Check in that one.
What picture?
Kaiserin,
Nameplates.
nameplates are a good one. Brian,
I need to scroll back up to the thing. You know what I'm not seeing?
what?
Oh, wait, never mind. There is one on the front. I thought I didn't see an embossed number plate.
No, it's a pretty cool embossed number plate, all things considered.
I think I have a smoke light, but I'm not sure.
I don't see one. But I can neither confirm nor deny, and you are almost out of time once again. It's coming down to it.
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright, this guy's dead too.
Calling
This
it
is
now, I'm
hilarious.
losing.
Well, you are in a pretty bad way. Kaiserin listens to the devil on the shoulder, Tyler, and
The fun
does
part is I only have to have two other tabs open because two of my engines are on the same page.
yeah. That's also true. You're conserving your tabs. 1399 is dead. Brian, you will be calling from here. What do you want to put in?
Gook.
Skook is back. Kaiserin, because you won, this needs a rest. So what are you swapping to?
I think I'll go with King Edward the First.
Okay, King Edward the First. Let's spread the love a little bit. Brian, what is your stat against King Edward the First?
Builder.
Oh,
Swindon.
All the way.
It's all
Or,
Swindon all the time.
or it says GWR, but it's GWR. It's Swindon. We know it's
Yeah.
Swindon.
Not
Fun
not
fact,
like it
every
would make a
single engine
functional difference. Brian,
My thing was not only all Articulateds, but all Baldwins.
of course.
Huh.
It should have been called This Too Isn't Articulated.
Okay, now I'm actually curious.
Well, you were down
Probably going
11.
to
You're
die
down 21 points. It's not the place to get curious. What is your stat call?
Okay, never mind. Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
Ooh, this one, I will admit, this one sucks.
I think it was. Hold on.
140.
Hold on. Stop. It was already called.
Yep.
Brian,
Oh.
call something else.
Yikes.
Get curious, I dare you. Call tractive effort or something like that. It's a 10-wheeler. It can't be that much.
You're
No,
about to.
that wasn't it. It was Loco Base ID.
Okay, Loco Base ID. Kaiserin.
Interesting.
Let's see. 4806.
That was close, but thank goodness. 4069.
Nice. 43 to 23. Brian, you're calling. Go ahead.
Alright, rigid wheelbase.
16.25.
5.33 something.
5.33 something. Okay. 24 to 43.
Huh.
5.333 repeating, of course.
Uh,
But what if we had 6-6 repeating?
Ellis D'Amelio's weight computation.
ET's weight computation. Go to quick maths. Unless you have the trading card. But
Summon more
I
devils.
don't.
jump over and do the math in the Royale tools, and please try not to break my formatting. Oh, I forgot to go yell at the people after last episode.
Oh, what?
So,
What did they break?
Oh, they just broke all the formatting. From the first episode, they broke all the formatting in the ET's weight computation thing.
Touch the doll. Where did they hurt you?
Between cells B17 and C21. Let's see the answers here. They're putting their numbers in. Who's on the top here?
I'm on the top.
Okay.
That's engine weight, right?
Yep, weight on drivers divided by engine weight. I'll take them in any particular order. 0.76 for Kaiserin, 0.80 for Skookum. Brian takes it 25 to 43. Brian.
Oh. Those stats were called. Total locomotive weight, sure.
Total locomotive weight. Let's see here. Over to 303,984.
243,000.
26 to 43. Brian.
Huh. Gonna have a bigger tender, I know that, but. Let's see.
What was this called?
what was it just called? Weight on drivers, I think.
No, total engine and
Total
tender.
locomotive weight.
Total locomotive weight. Sorry.
I was
69
just about
points
to
total.
say, I was like,
Brian?
Nice. Oh God.
I think I see a dub or two in your future if you could find them with the time you have remaining.
For high pressure cylinders, I dare you.
Low pressure cylinders.
Low pressure
Uh,
cylinders. Does does this guy have low pressure cylinders?
No,
No.
it doesn't.
Wow.
It doesn't.
I'm surprised.
But I do have a
we will
locomotive.
get to something.
Well, no, it if you don't have it, it's zero. But I was just curious. It seemed like it would. I'm surprised.
It does have 4 cylinders, though.
Oh, okay. Brian, what are the size of your low pressure cylinders?
23 by 22.
23 by 22. All right, go again.
I can swap, right?
You do have a marker, yes.
Swap.
2.
Little 110.
Weyerhaeuser 110-1, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, 110-1. That is a swap for you, and we have a reset. 20 stats called. And, bam, there they go. Now your Weyerhaeuser 101 against King Edward I. Call a stat.
All right. Let's just knock this out right off the bat. Builder again.
Swindon,
This too is a Baldwin.
All right, Swindon Baldwin 28-43. Brian.
I gotta hope that the Kings are either similar or worse than the Castles. Halls. Loco base ID.
4806.
3643.
36-43. 29-43. Brian.
All right. Rigid wheelbase.
16.25.
What?
Yes. 16.25.
That's worse than both of mine.
Well, you need to divide yours by 2.
Yeah, but even if I didn't, I would still win. 8.
8. Okay. Interesting. 30-43.
Overall wheelbase.
57.5. Which is, I think,
37.75.
31-43. Brian.
Ratio of driving wheelbase to overall engine wheelbase.
wheelbase ratio.
Yeah.
Let me check. Wheelbase ratio 0.55.
0.68.
0.68.
So close to greatness.
32-43. Brian.
Tender loaded weight.
104,608.
Big fat goose egg.
0. 33-43. The gap is down to 10. Brian.
Minimum weight of rail.
84.
51.
51. 34-43. Brian.
Low pressure cylinders.
Don't have any.
26 by 24.
26-24. 35-43. Brian.
Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
149.75.
262.46. Tubes.
Tubes, you say. 115 at 2 1/4.
124 2-inch.
2-inch tubes. 37-43. We have more markers on the board. 80 points total. Brian.
Oh. I'm gonna do another swap.
You're going to do another swap? All right. 2.
Skook.
Skook, we're back. 37 to 43, Brian with the Skook against King Edward the First. What's your stat?
Total locomotive weight.
I'd like to block
With
Scoop.
Skook, okay.
Why?
Interesting
Oh, God.
choice. Total locomotive weight for Skook.
Locomotive weight. Let's see. Engine and tender weight. This is the wrong stat page. Sorry. Total engine and tender weight is 243,000.
243,000.
All right, Kaiserin, would you like to attempt to break the tie?
No.
Brian, you must break the tie.
Little 110.
Little 110. That was the best use of a block that I've ever seen. Brian, little 110, total locomotive weight.
242,000.
Kaiserin wins. 44
What?
to... Wait, sorry, no. Was that wrong?
Pretty
What
sure.
were the numbers?
243,000
Against?
and 222,000.
Is that right?
And who has the 200?
Yeah, who has which?
Me.
I've got 243,000.
243.
Okay.
Yours is 220 something?
Yeah, 222,000.
Oh,
even.
snap. I didn't expect that. Never mind. I retract my statement. I really didn't think the tank engine was going to beat it out, but here we are. 38 to
You fell for the
43.
classic blunder.
I know. I myself fell for the classic blunder. Alright, well, 38 to 43, Brian is calling with 110-1 versus Skookum.
All right then.
Let's see.
Loco base ID.
4069.
Nice. 3643.
36-43, 39 to 43. Brian.
Year built.
1909.
1928.
1928, 40 to 43.
Alright. Oh. Bucket. Tractive effort.
24,600 pounds.
Oh,
I was humming and hawing over nothing. 37,545.
41 to
You
43.
seriously thought Skookum would be more powerful than this?
Well, it is Skookum after all. Brian?
It's time for this to happen again. Factor of adhesion.
My God.
5.28.
4.87.
4.87, 42 to 43. Brian's almost caught up.
How did Baldwin sell any of these?
Oops.
Tubes.
186 at 2 1/4.
124 at 2-inch.
2-inch tubes. 43 to 43. Brian, you've tied it up. What's your stat call?
That's a good question.
Kaiserin, I so wish you had won that gambit with the block. That would have been incredible.
Yeah.
And Tyler, I love your lamenting. How did Baldwin sell any of these? That's a really...
Okay. It's like you hear that value for factor adhesion, right? That's with a full tank.
Mm-hmm.
And their
By
loaded
the
weight.
end of the day, it will be
Tender loaded weight, he says. Tender loaded weight. 80,350.
Big fat goose egg.
Wouldn't it
Yeah.
get better over the course of the day?
I guess you're
Yeah, it would get better.
towards 4.
Anyway, Brian, 44 to 43.
Alright,
Which is
kind of not the thing you want on a lagging road half the time.
No.
Wheelbase ratio.
Wheelbase ratio.
0.32.
0.68.
All right. I mean, I could see the advantages of these things, even if they're very efficient or inefficient at putting their power down. 45-43, Brian.
Overall wheelbase.
Overall wheelbase.
Like they're cute.
50.
I like.
55.17.
37.75.
46-43.
Blues.
Don't have them.
18 at 5.375.
47-43, Brian.
Superheating surface.
Don't have it.
358.
All right. 48-43. Tyler, I'm thinking of a provision right now. Couple of provisions.
That scares me.
I might mention them to you or I might mention them in the embassy after this. I'm not going to be changing the rules dramatically over the course of Loco Dome here, but afterward I might start adjusting some things.
I guess
Alright,
we
time to
need to
take a
help
gamble. Minimum weight of rail.
Oh god.
54.
Okay, I'm fine. 51.
51 versus 54. 49-43. Brian.
Alright, boiler pressure?
200.
200.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no. Kaiserin,
Fucked up.
you have a chance to break the tie. What would you like to try to attempt to break the tie with, if anything?
I would like to break the tie with 242A1.
What a shocker.
Yes.
What is the boiler pressure of 242A1?
290.
290. Alright, that's the point against what, 200 even? Brian?
Yes, I do believe
Alright.
it was 200.
Yeah.
200
Yeah.
even. Kaiserin, 44-49, you're now calling.
Firebox area.
128.
336.
336.
26.2.
53.83.
46-49.
Same as above, but sub firebox area for grade area.
30,208.
128,896.
You called grade area, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. I put that in, and the sheet is.
The sheet said no.
Yeah, either that or my Wi-Fi said no.
That's
Because
also
the sheet-
entirely possible. What is the current stat call?
The current one or the one I just called?
The current one. It's your go, Kaiser.
Okay. Same as above plus superheater percentage.
6183.
20,650.
These are similar. The other 110s are similar after all. 48-49.
Robert Lemessina's power computation.
5240.
15,616. Let's go with
49-49. It's tied up again.
let's go with did we reset?
We did, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just getting mixed up a little. I'm gonna go with driver diameter.
Driver diameter.
44.
67.8.
67.8. 50-49. 1 point away from more markers.
Year built. Oh no, we've already called that.
Yep. Try something
Uh,
else.
Let's see here. Tender water capacity.
1,200.
8976.
8976. You can only fit 1,200 in those tanks? That's kind of disappointing. Alright, more markers on the board. 5149, Kaiserin.
I'd like to use my marker and take this thing to KO.
Okay, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Tyler didn't even have to say anything this time.
I like this.
Oh boy. Kaiserin's a menace. Alright, knockout sequence. Kaiserin, what is something you have that Brian doesn't?
Let me get a picture of this thing real quick.
The one...
This is the black and white picture, right?
No, this is the one in
No.
color.
This is the color picture. Feed
Yep.
water heater.
Feed water heater. Feed water heater. Brian.
I'm preserved.
Yep. Kaiserin.
Thermic siphons.
Thermic siphons.
I'm an excursion engine.
Service. Kaiserin.
Mechanic stoker.
You have a stoker. Brian.
I have a switcher pilot.
Yep. I'm calling it the big step on its hip. Kaiserin.
Let's see, what's it called? Compounding.
Compounding.
Same.
Oh shoot, I broke the formatting.
Alice breaks
It's fine,
his own
it's fine, it's fine. I
format.
fixed it. It's fine. I know what breaks, so I can fix it. Kaiserin.
Dual throttle.
Brian.
Hang on a minute. Part of me wants to say same because I think these things actually did have... Did they?
Tyler, do you know if the Baldwin things had the potential for dual throttles?
You know what? May have acquired a very funny document about this just
Oh.
now.
So is the answer yes?
No.
Oh. All right.
Aw.
The
Brian?
answer is I only see one throttle on this erecting card.
Alright,
go
if
home.
that doesn't
You
work then...
lose.
if that's not going to happen, I have better visibility.
Yeah. I'll give you the visibility point. Kaiserin?
I'm not sure about forward, but rearward, yeah.
Triple kill trap.
I don't know. I don't think it's the forward visibility is it's too hot on either of them. Brian?
I have a porch.
Porch. Kaiserin.
SD40.
The grill.
Okay. Here comes the question. Who do you think has the better paint?
The better paint. Is there a
Black
color?
and blue versus green with white walls.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the green with white walls. I'll give you the paint point. Brian?
This thing may have been green at one point, but there's no color photos of that era, so sad.
Also, you're representing it in its modern form, so shush.
It's
True.
here. It's here and it's blue.
Yeah, I'm blue, damn it. Okay, Bell.
Bell? Kaiserin?
The embossed SNCF plate.
Yep. Embossed plate. Brian?
There was a style point that I was just going to point out. I'm forgetting it. Actually, hang on. Let me have a look at 242A. Is there a picture of the other side down here? I'm pretty sure there is. Yes, there is. Yeah, I have more compressor.
Okay. Kaiserin?
Real? Oh, yeah, you do.
We're gonna go with let's see here. I'm looking at my list. Digital model.
Don't I?
Do you?
Or do I? Do I?
I wouldn't be surprised if you did. Tell me if you did.
Black Hill Central 110?
Or maybe not, but I don't remember.
The only ones I can think of in trains are of U.S. plywood, and they're really old. And
Are
I now have the material to tempt Dan to remake.
I'm not sure it'll be strictly relevant, but I will ask: are they the same, like, design?
They're similar, but it's not the same.
Okay.
And also, the condition was U.S. plywood. They took the tanks off of it and they gave it a massive sausage.
Oh, I hate that in multiple levels. Brian, pick
So do
something
I.
or you're
You
out.
want it? You want a picture? You
No.
want a picture?
Okay. Physical model.
All right, Kaiserin.
Same.
Scale.
Same. Next. Brian,
I'm pretty sure I worked in service later.
what year would that have been?
This is gonna sound insane. 1968.
Kaiserin?
No, that doesn't sound insane.
242A1, I believe, worked into the. What would you say, Tyler? I say like late 60s.
Do we have an exact year?
I'm not sure exactly on late 60s.
There isn't an exact year. It just says it was scrapped in the 60s. It was taken out of service and scrapped in the 60s sometime.
Well, benefit of the doubt, I'm going to give to Brian on this one, because in the 60s versus in the late 60s. So, later service. Kaiserin.
Buffers.
Buffers. Brian?
Yeah,
Knuckles.
Knuckles.
Let's see. Power assisted screw reverser.
The power screw. Everyone loves a good power screw. Brian.
I really love a good power screw.
All-weather cab? Maybe?
Even if it isn't perfectly all-weather, it's definitely
Doors
better.
on the side?
Pretty sure there was supposed to be doors there at one point. This
Yeah.
did work for Wirehouser, so...
Yeah, you see, the thing is, right, I'm looking at the drawings.
Did they never have doors to begin with?
On balance,
I don't see doors.
on balance, Brian has the enclosure cab.
Yeah, I'll change it to enclosed cab. Then.
Because Kaiserin is French. Kaiserin?
This is going to be the weird point. I have more piston valves than Brian does.
Okay, but if it's all piston valves, it's all piston valves.
Yes, it's all piston valves.
Yeah, you're both all piston valves. I can't give you that.
How many cylinders do you have?
3.
I have
But-
4.
But there are 2 valves on the high pressure cylinder.
Of course there are. Well,
Oh.
pick something.
This is cool,
Let's see
then.
here. I have embossed numbers.
Same.
I'm giving it to Kaiserin because Kaiserin doesn't just have an embossed number plate. All of Kaiserin's numbers are embossed, like the CN did.
Okay.
Um,
In that case, I will say lighted number boards on the side of the headlight.
Yep, lighted numbers. Kaiserin?
The lights on my front end are electric, so I have electric headlights.
Electricity.
So do I. Same.
Same. Kaiserin?
Roller bearings all round.
Rollers.
Oh, screw you.
Brian?
Backup headlight.
Kaiserin?
Smoke deflectors.
Oh, yeah.
Or have I already said smoke deflectors?
No, you have not.
Smoke deflectors.
Now, I know you said you have to do the thing in the present condition, but can I still get a spark arrestor point?
No.
No.
Oh, come on. Okay.
I hate this thing.
I have
Get
more
that out of here, Tyler.
handrail.
Yeah. I'll give you the safety handrail point.
One handrail on the inside of the smoke deflectors and built into the smoke deflectors.
Actually,
by
no.
the way.
You know what? You're right. No. I'm definitely saying that's at least same because you've got the smoke deflectors
You've
are
got
holding it.
one side.
They're
has
big. They're big. No, yeah. You know what? Alright, I rescind that. Brian.
The hell?
I like that.
Honestly, at this point, I'm just convinced I'm going to lose.
Well, you do only have 2 locomotives left after this.
Yeah, and I do.
Alright, well, there's the end of it. KO for Weyerhaeuser 110-1.
It appears like it would be better if I was going up against Matt because we basically are going out the same way.
Perhaps. I mean, we might see that matchup later. You never know with the way the bracket shakes out. Alright, clear that up. We don't actually have a reset on the board at this point, but this is gone. Brian, what do you want to switch to?
Going back to Skook.
Going back to Skookum, Kaiserin.
We gonna go with the Red Devil.
Alright, Red Devil.
Yes.
Kaiserin?
Okay.
Sorry, Kaiserin was calling, now Brian is calling. Brian, 49 to 51, what is your stat?
You didn't select Brian's locomotive, by the way.
There we go. Thank you for
No,
letting
he-
me know. And
I
yours
thought-
is Red Devil.
Brian's
Oh, there's
taking
only a gap
Skookum,
of
though.
2
Oh,
points
Brian's
already.
taking Skookum. I clicked on the wrong one. There we go. I had Skookum up, and then I clicked on the other Weyerhaeuser engine. Alright, Brian, what are you calling?
Builder.
Hilder.
Wardale.
This too is a Baldwin.
50 to 51.
I will die on that hill that Wardale might not have built more locomotives than Baldwin, but he built better locomotives than Baldwin.
Are you sure about that?
Well,
I like
maybe not
Wardale's
Wardale,
stuff,
definitely
but
Capellon definitely built better locomotives than Baldwin.
I didn't know.
Alright, rigid
If
wheelbase.
you're gonna say that, then Wardale. Okay.
Rigid wheelbase, 15.75.
5.33 whatever.
alright, 51-51. It's tied up again.
Engine wheelbase.
37.99.
Oh.
Really? Oh, 33.
Okay.
Gotta
52-51.
remember, it's kind of short.
Overall wheelbase.
81 point.
Already been called.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even realize that. Huh.
Pickets are a little bit thin. 23 stats called out of this arrangement.
Wait on drivers.
Oh, wait on drivers. Let's see here. 167,551.
129,850.
129, 53, 51. Brian. Let's see.
Low pressure cylinders.
Don't have none.
23 by 22.
54, 51, Brian.
I'm not risking that. Heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
211.44.
435.26.
55, 51, Brian. Let's see.
Engine weight.
Engine weight.
271,168.
162,650.
162, 56, 51, Brian.
And we're gonna do a swap.
2.
Isn't it obvious? There's only one other engine. It's Big 110.
Big 110, and we have a reset on that. So that's 27 stats called, and I will clear the board. You're up with 110/2 against the Class 26. Brian.
Take a guess at what my first stat will be.
Builder.
Yes.
Builder.
Oh,
This too is a Baldwin. Brian.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay, now it's time for the funny. Number and class.
1.
3.
3. 5851. Brian.
Number built.
1.
3.
There are too many
Fail.
1 built in this. Brian.
I will take the Northwest Passage.
Ridged wheelbase.
15.75.
8.
8. 60.
Find the hand
Brian.
of freight.
Overall wheelbase.
Overall wheelbase. 81.40.
37.92.
Alright.
Tender loaded weight.
Tender loaded weight.
Yep.
Let's see. 249,122.
Goose egg.
Goose egg. 6251. Brian.
Total engine and tender weight.
520,290.
247,000 even.
6351. Brian.
Low pressure cylinders.
Don't have none.
28 by 24.
6451. Brian.
Evaporative feeding surface divided by cylinder volume.
211.44.
Not that great, but still better. 234.09.
234 on a compound is sad.
I
Brian.
know. Tubes.
Tubes. 158 at 2.52 inches.
124 at 2 inch.
66. Brian.
Let me check back at the thing so I can see what else has been called. Oof. Alright, minimum weight of rail.
70.
58.
Okay. 6751. Brian.
Hmm. Go with
Yeah.
engine weight.
Mm.
Engine weight? I thought engine weight. Oh, we
Engine
reset.
weight
Yeah, we
hasn't been
reset.
called yet.
Let's see. 271,168.
247,000.
Alright.
Kinda
68.
close.
51. Brian.
Okay, I'm not calling that because that's too much of a risk. Let's look back here. Oh boy, engine wheelbase.
37.99.
Oh my god! 37.92.
Oh my word. Okay, 6951. We have more markers on the board.
Nice.
I'd like to swap.
2.
Skookum.
Swap to Skookum. There we go. 110 against Skookum. Brian.
Oh boy. Alright.
I don't know if that was the play. I'm wondering.
Blues.
Don't have none.
18 at 5.375.
18 to 5.375. 70 to 51.
I would not have swapped.
Superheating surface.
Don't have none.
358.
71 to 51. Brian out to a frightening lead despite being down 3 locomotives.
Yeah, it's not gonna stay that way for long, isn't it?
We'll see.
This
Robert Lemessina's power computation. Ba ba da ba.
5,660.
Oh shit. 5,240.
Oh, okay. 52 to 71.
it begins.
It begins. Kaiserin, you're back in control, and your opponent only has 2 locomotives.
One of which is your own.
That's also true. Kaiserin,
See,
your
that's-
opponent only has this locomotive functionally.
Go with boiler pressure.
Oh boy.
200.
200.
Oh god. Brian, would you like to switch locomotives to attempt to break the tie?
No.
No. Kaiserin, you must switch locomotives to break the tie. What's it going to be?
It's gonna be
242A1.
242A1. The Chapelon is back. Kaiserin, what is your boiler pressure?
290.
290, 53 to 71. Carry on, your turn.
Firebox area.
Firebox area.
Firebox area is 128 again.
336.
354.71. Kaiserin.
Grade area.
26.2.
Let's see. 53.83.
55.71. Kaiserin.
Go with same as above, but sub firebox area for grade area.
30,208. We know these numbers.
128,896.
Kaiserin, go again.
Same as above plus superheater percentage.
6183. Where have we seen that before?
20,650.
Let's keep it rolling. Kaiserin.
Power L1.
4730.
26,985.
26.58. Kaiserin, go.
See, I knew what I was doing.
Uh-huh. I'll believe you.
Driver diameter.
Swap.
Block width.
Skook.
Skook. Driver diameter of Skooks.
Larger, but it's not going to win. 48.
48. Kaiserin.
7.8.
Alright. 59.71. Kaiserin.
Loco base ID.
40. Nice.
1063.
And 63. 60.71. Kaiserin.
Go with might get me. Tender fuel capacity.
I'm oil.
Oil is the other is the 110 oil or coal.
It is also oil.
Alright, can't call it. Try something else, Kaiserin.
Tender water capacity.
4,000 on the dot.
8976.
976, 61.71.
What's that
Kaiserin.
about that being the only European-sized thing on that engine? That is still big.
Let's go with tractive effort.
24,600.
43,837.
Yeah.
Factor of adhesion.
Oh no. 5.28.
3.61.
3.61. That's gonna be one slippery boy. Kaiserin.
Oh, it's worse when you put in the actual tractive effort.
That's fair.
You will live by the stat sheet today.
Wait, would it? No, it would go high. It would become worse. Uh,
Wouldn't
Kaiser,
we
The
have re-
actual attractive effort, which is higher, it
Hold
would
up.
become worse. So
We
they
should have
live by.
reset.
So she lives by the stat sheet.
yeah. Anyway, carry on.
We would have reset.
Oh, after the block.
Yeah.
That's fair. Shoot, what was called after that?
Let's
Lots
see
of stuff.
here.
Loco base
Attractive
ID,
effort.
attractive effort.
Loco base ID,
Driver
attractive effort,
diameter.
driver diameter. Hold on, let's mark these off.
And then
No,
I
we
call
can't because you gotta add
most
in the
of-
thing, the number.
I will. Loco base ID, attractive effort, driver diameter,
all most
Temper
of
water
the
capacity.
water capacity. Which power stats?
all of them except for MT and Messina's.
Okay.
I didn't call Messina's.
Okay.
Yeah,
Was that it?
That should be it.
Okay.
I think
I'm
so.
going to adjust this to get it right. Oop, I nailed it. Okay. I nailed it first try. Thank you for pointing that out. The bright yellow thing doesn't help when I've got highway hypnosis of this game. I have plans to make future seasons and future Loco Domes shorter, which, Tyler, you and I can discuss afterward.
So this is what the...
This is my gears are turning. Now my attention is split, unfortunately, because I keep thinking about how these games would have gone with the new rules that I've come up with. And I think you might like them. Anyway,
Okay.
well, one of them I know you don't like, but it might become necessary anyway.
Wow.
Kaiserin, go ahead.
Let's see. We're gonna go with boiler pressure.
Boiler pressure.
200.
Oh
Don't
wait,
even
wasn't
need to look
boiler
at
pressure
stat.
boiler pressure was the block, wasn't it? Oh no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No,
was
no,
the
it was
one that...
It was a tie.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. So yeah, boiler pressure can still be called. What is your boiler pressure? 200 and 290?
Yes, 290.
Alright, 6471, Kaiserin.
We're gonna go with tubes.
Tubes.
Tubes. 124 2-inch.
127 at 2.02 inches.
2.02.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh no! 72 to 64, Brian.
You're on the wrong stat sheet because you're supposed to be calling from Skookum. And
Oh, shit.
Skookum didn't have 2-inch tubes.
Oh, 2.25, 186, 2.25. Sorry. I got mixed up.
Alright, 6571. It's all falling apart. Kaiserin.
Man, I've never seen that in trip. Anyway, we're gonna go with
Let's see.
evaporative heat surface divider. No, not that. Combined heating surface.
1959.
4014.
4014, 6671. Kaiserin.
Superheating surface.
Big fat goose egg.
1294.
Kaiserin, go again.
We're gonna go with let's see here.
Let's see.
Da, 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 da.
Brian is then going to have to hang on with a single locomotive. It's going to be very interesting because I bet we're going to get another.
Very funny.
We're going to get another few points, and Kaiserin's going to KO again.
Yes.
Evaporative heating surface.
1959.
I don't know why I was getting so worried about that.
It's literally the same as last time. Super
27.
surfer, you said it yourself.
6871, Kaiserin.
27 is my evaporative heating surface.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. Great area.
Gray area is 28.3.
53.83.
6971, more markers are on the board. Kaiserin.
Nice.
I'd like to KO Skookum.
You can't. You're not in the lead.
Oh, I'm not. I can't. I keep forgetting about that rule. Let's go with Firebox area.
Firebox area.
106.
336 square feet.
336, 70, 71. Kaiserin.
Let's see here. What can I get away with?
I think there are a few things still. A few things yet.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kaiserin.
factor of
or not Kaiserin. Oh, you got a stack, Kaiserin?
Yeah, factor of adhesion.
5.28.
3.61.
Alright, 71, 71.
Okay, flues.
Big fat goose egg.
33 at 5.3 inches.
Okay, 72 to 71.
Now I'd like to use my marker to take Skookum to KO.
Alright, here's KO time.
Fun begins.
The fun
Bollocks.
game time start.
Game time start.
Brian, you could always suicide 110, get down Mr. President to save Skookum. Not won't save you in the long run, but you could do it just for fun.
No, I've kind of got other 110 as a backup plan at this point.
Okay. Kaiserin, what do you have that Skookum doesn't?
Feed water heater.
Feed water heater. Brian.
I have the funky sand boxes, I think they are, on the front on the front porch.
You do have sandboxes. I think on balance you probably have more sand. Because of the area of those, the volume of those sandboxes. At the very least, I'll give it
I
to
was just calling just sand boxes,
I
not
just think they're
sand
neat.
capacity, but
you. Yeah, well, sandboxes on their own aren't a style point. Because they're just a place for sand. Kaiserin.
Thermic siphons.
Thermic siphons. Brian.
considering what I said earlier, front porch.
Porch. Kaiserin.
Mechanical stoker.
Stoker. Brian.
Lighted number boards on the side of the headlight.
Boards. Kaiserin.
Dual throttle.
Throttles. Brian.
I gotta confirm or deny about that. Where the hell? Okay, never mind. I don't have a rear headlight for some reason. That's so weird. However, I do have better rearward visibility.
Yep. You have the visibility point. Kaiserin.
Triple kill trap.
Stacks. Brian.
I have a name.
You do have a name.
Let's see here. The SNCF plate. The embossed SNCF plate.
Yep. Brian.
I survive.
Kaiserin.
Digital model.
Brian.
Not even going to try and find a digital model for this thing. I run in preservation.
Excursions.
Real
Kaiserin.
model.
I'm disappointed in you.
What, was there a digital model and I didn't even...
Real.
Real model. Brian.
I'm gonna check that. Yes, I have a real model too, same.
All right. Kaiserin.
Buffers.
Buffers.
Knuckle.
Knuckle. Kaiserin.
Power assisted screw reverser.
Power screw. Brian.
Okay, now this is gonna sound weird. I think because I have more lining, I get the paint point. Also,
Do
I
you
have the
have
green stripes around the front cylinders. Or
Honestly,
the front valves.
on balance, I would probably give Skookum the paint point. Kaiserin?
I would second.
Okay, let me pull my list back up. I have smoke deflectors.
Yep. Brian?
Alright, give me a moment. I have the flared stack cap.
Flared
Or
stack?
the flared stack.
Yep.
Not stack cap.
Let's go with piston valves.
Yeah, that's definitely something you have over Skookum there. Brian?
Let's go.
Hang on. Multi-fuel.
Yeah.
It was originally built as a coal burner, but was converted to oil firing. Interestingly, before delivery, but it was built as a coal burner.
Fair enough. Kaiserin?
My cab, the coupe vent style cab.
Um,
Car cab.
what'd you say?
The car cab. It's a coupe.
Oh, okay, yeah. Pointy cab. Brian?
You did say that this was still a style point, so the multiple railroads point, because I know that Kaiserin only ever worked for SNCF.
Yeah, I have given you this competition. Kaiserin?
Let's see, roller bearings.
Brian? Let's see. I'm wondering. Time is going.
Well,
Bell. Kaiserin?
Embossed numbers.
Brian? When the pickings get thin.
switcher pilots.
Yep. Kaiserin?
Head in throttle.
Brian?
My front cylinders have the guiding things.
You do have the balancing rods.
The balancing rods, that's the word.
Yep. Kaiserin?
I was going. Let me look at my picture real quick. My other picture. I might have balancing rods. I do not. Let's see. Let me look at my list real quick.
Boy, oh boy.
I have a nose cone.
Oh, you do. That's true. Brian?
I think it's neat.
I have doors on the front of my cab.
Yep. Kaiserin?
Let's see here.
Let's see.
Let's see. You've given me the point before for this, the Alco pilot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't love it, but I'll give it to you because I set a precedent for this locomotive and this locomotive only today.
Question.
Yep.
Does having a trading card count as a style
No.
point? Damn. Oh, right, because this is in the context of if these were cards, yeah.
Actually, it does.
I have so many style points right in my hand.
It does in a certain way, and if you figure out what that way is, I will give it to you.
Okay, I'm going to not bother with that and say flag holsters.
Okay. Do you have a flag? Kaiserin.
I have flags too.
Same.
What?
Yes.
Where?
Do you want me to pull the picture up?
If you look in the photo of the front with the nose
I see a
cone,
singular flag. Oh, wait, no,
Wait.
there's two. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
I'm gonna find the picture now. I'm gonna find
is very neat.
No,
As-
we've got flag photos. Kaiserin?
let's
Oh wait,
see.
sorry, no, it's Brian now. Brian?
Okay, let's see. Herkider.
Let's see.
Do I get the piping point this time around?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Time's almost up.
Crap, Scoop'em's gonna go.
Skookum is going in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, it's gone already.
It's gone. Okay. Skookum is dead. That really
Or
gave...
future
Except for the fact that I'm
reference.
pretty much dead.
Heavy is dead.
Oh crap, I forgot the Trains Forge model.
Yeah, there it is.
My disappointment is immeasurable,
I haven't
but
played
my day
Trains
is
in
still
ages,
going
okay?
good.
I don't have room for it on my laptop.
It is a nice model, though. I'll give it that. Alright, well, you're down to the remaining 110. Kaiserin, what are you swapping to?
It's gonna go with Skookum.
Alright, back to
What?
Skookum. Brian,
I'm calling, right?
you're calling,
Oh.
and you can't
alright
call
then.
boiler pressure to kill yourself.
Change my locomotive selection, Ellis.
Thank you. That's a
Instead,
lot.
I'm gonna call low pressure cylinders.
Low pressure cylinders.
I have, let's see, 23 by 22s, and I have 2 of them.
28 by 24 by 2 as well.
Alright, 72 to 72. Brian,
Not gonna do that.
it's a difficult position to be in. $144 points on the board, which means we're actually quite far from more markers.
Total locomotive weight.
Total locomotive weight. Kaiserin?
Let's see, total locomotive weight. Incoming tender weight. 243,000.
Oh shit. 247,000.
Okay, 73 points. Kaiserin's playing now. Kaiserin?
Wheelbase.
Rigid wheelbase, you say?
Yeah, rigid wheel.
8.
5.335.
74, 72. Kaiserin.
Engine wheelbase.
37.92.
33.
33. 75,
Oh,
72.
Oh, it's a tank engine. Engine weight.
247,000.
162,650.
76, 72. Kaiserin.
Go with boiler pressure.
200.
Well, that's been called already.
That's been called
Oh, it
already.
Well, I call something else.
There's a few other things that you can do the funny poll on if you want to.
Oh god. Boiler pressure or any tie would result in calamity right now.
Oh yeah, builder.
Oh,
God, no. And yours is Kaiserin?
Baldwin. But I
Okay,
like.
hold on. Let me go
but
over
you're
the
actually
rules.
Screwed.
Let me go over the rules really quick. In the event of a tie, the opposing contestant is given the option to activate and use one of their dormant locomotives. No matter the decision, if a tie remains, the calling contestant must do the same. Obviously, you
I
cannot.
would like to remain with my locomotive because there is nothing else.
You cannot. So Kaiserin, you may change, or you
Two,
have
four,
to
two,
rather.
eight.
424. Okay. Running script. There we go. The 424 against 110/2. Unfortunately, I
Not
don't.
424, 242.
What'd you say?
You
Said
said you were
Oh, what?
calling it
Yeah, the one, the fancy one, the friendship one. Um, no matter the decision of a tie remains, if the calling contestant has no dormant locomotives, they must either rest or get a free knockout. Okay, so that's only total calamity if Brian were to be the one that called the tie. But instead, here we are. So, Kaiserin.
year.
No. You have to say what your builder is.
Oh, right.
No.
Yeah. What is your builder?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Realize that.
Backfired.
It did backfire. You can probably guess. It's Chef
Chapel.
All right, chapel
No, it's
time.
Chapel.
Brian,
With Chapel
73-76.
Chapel time.
73-76. You're now calling against Kaiserin.
Chapel time. Okay.
My favorite part was
Chapel
when
all over
Yeah.
your Loco Dome.
Numbering class.
1.
3.
74-76.
Number bill.
1.
Dale.
75-76. Brian. Brian.
Ooh. That's oddly different.
What to do, what to do.
Overall wheelbase.
Overall wheelbase. Let's see here. Overall wheelbase. 89.6.
37.92.
Alright. 76-76. Brian?
Tender loaded weight.
169,756.
77-76. Brian?
Minimum weight of rail.
77.
58.
78-76. Brian?
Huh.
Well, at least this
It's
didn't
like
end with the identical pair of locomotives that I was worried it might.
Oh. High pressure cylinders.
23.62 by 28.35, and I have one of them.
18 by 24 by 2.
By 2. 79-76. I'm
Oh.
curious about that. I'm curious how close they are.
That's not going to work. That's also not going to work. That's also not going to work.
We still are another 5 points from more markers, but you do have one. You could always just try a KO and go out in a blaze of glory. Now I'm doing
Actually,
the Tyler bit.
that was L plan.
Oh no.
KO.
Okay,
No.
we're doing a
If
KO.
I die here, but I have L plans.
Okay, sure. We'll see how it
Okay.
goes. I don't think it's going to work against the 242A1, whatever the plan is. So, Brian, what do you have that Kaiserin doesn't?
Alright, let's start off switcher pilot.
Yep. Kaiserin?
Feed water heater.
Brian?
Hang on, let me look at the thing. Spark arrestor, verifiable this time.
Yep. Kaiserin?
Thermic siphons.
Brian?
Polling pockets.
Yeah, weirdly placed polling pockets, but polling pockets. Kaiserin?
Mechanical stoker.
Brian?
Better forward, better all-around visibility. Yeah.
Yep. Kaiserin?
Let's see. Yeah, it was called this time. Let's do dual throttle.
Dual throttle? Brian?
More enclosed cab.
Yep. Kaiserin?
Triple kill chap.
Lighted number boards.
Kaiserin?
Paint.
Paint. I think you get that.
Oh, hold up.
What?
Now, I know the answer is probably going to be no,
But
but this is this exact same engine.
Jesus Christ, no, absolutely not.
Okay, I just wanted to post that to be funny.
Brian, go
Okay.
ahead.
Oh wait, it's this thing. Brian.
Yeah, this is, the other 110 is California Western 46.
Get out.
Okay, maybe I will, but...
You could have
but
used
first
this
up-
photo and still got the spark arrestor point. God.
Yeah, that's the fun part. But also, most of my stats would be bogus, because in
Yeah,
that
you would have had to-
configuration, it's a tender engine.
Yeah, you would have had to find the tender version of the stats. Alright, well, do something, because you're
The
out
one
of
where they
time.
hung-
Sand.
Sand. You definitely have some sand. I don't know if it's more sand. Oh, wait, never mind, I see the sandbox. Kaiserin?
SNCF plate.
Yep. Better? Or, better. Brian?
Dual headlights. Backup headlight.
Dual
yeah.
headlight. Okay, backup light. Kaiserin?
Let's see. The Alco pilot.
Yep. Brian?
Knuckles.
Yep.
Digital model.
Brian?
Physical model.
Kaiserin?
Same.
Same. Brian?
Bell.
Bell? Kaiserin?
Buffers.
Brian?
Or
Forge? Kaiserin?
The power assisted screw reverser.
Brian?
more handrails. This time I have them on both sides.
Yeah, okay. Kaiserin?
Smoke deflectors.
Did you already say that?
No. Brian?
Okay. Hang on. I need to
Kaiser's
find more
used-
pictures of this in this configuration.
242A1 for like what the last free KOs.
Yes.
Yeah, I was hoping that this thing could, like, maybe pull out a few more. And I think
Yeah.
it can, I just need better pictures.
Yeah, but
Oh, shoot. That is some cable.
well, that's not a point.
Like, what
I,
is
I
this?
see the cable. I see it. It's all over the place.
I see that cable. That's
It's some cable. It's for the
that
tow
is
winch.
Cable, not for
Oh, wait,
tow
I have a
winch, I'm pretty
toolbox
sure
on
that's
top
for-
of my boiler right in front of one of the sand
You
domes.
do, and it's open in this picture.
Good job, Baldwin. You designed something.
Well,
sure
they
how you
designed
really
they
get
designed
to it.
something. They designed one thing, and they copied it 65,000 times. Kaiserin?
Copy paste, copy paste.
Let's go with my cab, the streamlined cab.
Yep. Brian?
It's a car.
What? Oh, right, doors in front of the cab.
Yep.
Yep.
Kaiserin?
Head end throttle.
Brian?
Yep.
Wait, didn't you say head? Oh, you said dual throttle, right?
Yep.
Never mind.
This thing is really fun.
Do I get points for the handrails that are on the roof?
No, I already gave you handrails.
No.
No, like there's like grab irons that are on
I
the
know,
roof. of the
no.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Can't safety all over my safety.
When OSHA came in and OSHA'd all over the place.
Is split saddle tank a style?
No.
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 You definitely have gotten plenty of points for being a tank engine.
This is true.
You have. Let me give you one, just so we can go in one more. You have more air compressing capacity than I do.
Oh, I do. Yeah, true. I have more pump.
All right, and that means Kaiser gets to say what?
The nose cone.
I'm surprised that hadn't come up till this point. Brian, when we sit here for another 60 seconds while Sand falls through the hourglass and Brian figures out if he can do anything, I guess I'll just start cleaning the sheet up. And at the end, if you guys want to get the taste of how things might change for next season, well, you know what, maybe we can talk about that offline, because I don't want to entice everybody who's going to be watching the matches and playing the matches in the future and going to get stuck with these slogs, which is unfortunate. Unless I decide to change it for the second round, which we will have a week to discuss, so maybe we'll just do
I may have
that.
accidentally made the worst roster.
I don't know about that.
Wait, not the worst, but not the best.
Well, with
Oh
how
my
this game went,
God.
with the changes that I thought about, it would have been, you actually would have won at a point? Yeah. Yeah, you know what, maybe we will change it so that we don't have so many slogs. We'll just get these first 4 games are sort of in a bracket of their own. We'll,
Wait, no, this is O scale.
well, the time is up. And
Yeah,
Weyerhaeuser, 110, number 2, rather, is dead. Kaiserin, congratulations on your win, 76 to 79. You've won despite being behind in the points.
It did the thing.
The thing happened. Now I have to type it in. 76 to 79, and I now know that I can set which, like who won. And that means, Kaiserin, you'll be facing off against Horizon. If I were Horizon, I would be...
That's gonna be a bad one. That one.
If I were Horizon, I'd be terrified.
Yeah.
Kaiserin, Godspeed.
Horizon,
Let's hope I can
like,
beat whoever it is in the losing bracket.
What'd you say, Kaiserin?
Is Horizon really weak or something?
I don't recall. But I did place him here for a reason. I can't remember exactly why. But, yeah, that means, Brian, you're going to match number 9. You will face off against AJ, Bryson, or Milky. If you go up against Milky, it's going to be really funny.
Is there another Spider-Man pointing me?
I don't know. But his team name is telling, and I will tell you what it is offline. For everyone else, thank you for watching this episode of Loco Dome. And, buy trading cards, join the server, hang out, have a great day. I'm currently on vacation, which is why there are like no other videos aside from more Loco Domes. And we will be back to our regularly scheduled programming sooner or later. Otherwise, yeah, thanks for playing, the two of yous. Thank you for putting your rosters together. Like I said before we started, Brian, it might not be the killer roster that Kaiserin has brought, but I do appreciate a good themed roster. So,
Yeah. Maybe someday this will become a theme for a Triple B episode. Maybe that's coming soon. I can't find the time to do it.
ain't we all? So, thank you guys for playing. Tyler, thank you for suffering through and the help that you have given us. And also holding your tongue when Brian missed the Skookum model.
I haven't played trains in ages. I forgot those were a thing.
Go check out Transport.
Yeah, go check out Tradesforge. Not a sponsor, but, you know,
Just to look at them, I can't download them. I am so sad.
you get to window shop.
Once I get a job, maybe I'll get enough money to buy a new freaking motherboard for my computer or whatever it is that it needs so I can use my PC again.
Yeah.
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
And
Yeah, exactly.
AJ and Bryson are playing tomorrow. Hopefully they have caught up on the rules. And then
I'm personally
hopefully.
cheering for AJ as a fellow Edmontonian.
and then we will Well, if AJ wins and then loses, then you guys get to have the battle for Alberta again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I have that chat saved. I haven't reused it for a reason.
I know, it's still, I still scrolled down and saw it.
Okay, but yeah, thank you guys for playing, and I'll see you both next time. Goodbye.
Gooper.